Hey everyone, this is Destiny and welcome back to the Trucking Way. Today we're going to be talking about get a spouse that believe in you. Or maybe you're currently in trucking and your wife or your husband does not like trucking. And they're thinking like, no, I can't learn dispatching. I can't learn this. I don't want to learn that. That's not something that I want to do. This is always a topic for me because me and my husband both are in trucking, but it did not start that way. I started out dispatching. My husband literally, I'm so thankful for him. Back in 2019, I told him, I said, I can't work anymore. I just don't want to work. Not because I'm lazy, but because this was our third child and I homeschooled them and it was just a lot. And I said, okay, we're going to figure this out. And he's still beside me, behind me, in front of me. And he made it happen for me. So when trucking was introduced to me, I really didn't believe it. And my husband said, no, I want you to do it. I want us to do it. We're going to start a business. So we started a business and I was the forefront of the company. I started dispatching. Then I taught him how to dispatch. He started dispatching. He really didn't like it. He really didn't like it. I kept doing it. But a lot of the times people say, well, I wish my wife would learn this. And I'm here to tell you that, yes, it would be nice if your spouse come into the trucking industry and learn trucking, but trucking is not for everyone. Trucking is very stressful. Sometimes I can be on my phone all day long, and if I'm on my phone all day long, I can't interact with my family as much because I'm on the phone. And not every family dynamic can handle that pressure. And not every woman can handle that because a lot of the times we are emotional beings and it can be very emotional for us to have to deal with all that trucking throws on your plate every day. So a lot of the times I always tell men, like, just get a spouse that believes in you. As long as your wife believes in you and she supports you and give you a call, say, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? Do you need anything? I mean, that's all it really matters. It doesn't matter if your spouse doesn't want to dispatch for you or your spouse doesn't want to learn compliance or do all of those things. And a lot of the times men sound really discouraged because their wife or their girlfriend doesn't want to learn dispatching or want to learn compliance, and they say, well, I really want them to learn. Well, you may want them to learn, but right now it may not be for them. It's not, dispatching is an easy task, but it's not for everyone. So I hope that people start understanding that if you are an individual that you're in the trucking industry and you're saying, I want my significant other to learn this because we're going to build this company. She can build the company behind you and behind she doesn't have to be the forefront, the full face of the company. She just can be behind the scenes and handle the payroll and, organizing the t-shirts and doing those different things. That may be up her speed. But I just think we need to get people that believe in us. And my husband believed in me. That's the only reason why I'm here today, because I really didn't even believe in myself. I didn't know that, it would be something that I really would enjoy doing because I came from a medical background. Well, I love trucking. Like, I really love trucking. Like, I can talk it. I can, I have started over 100 different companies. And I have maintained those companies. I have worked in with many different brokers, and I worked with many different shippers. And all of those things became my passion, but this is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Sometimes I tell men that if, they come to me and say, oh, Destiny, well, I just really wish me and my wife could do this. And I mean, okay, I get it. I get it that you want that type of dynamic in your family, but that dynamic may not be for you because that dynamic can cause you to lose everything that you have because now she's so busy and she doesn't have any time for you. And then you're like, oh, I wish she really wasn't in trucking anymore. So it's not for everyone. It works well for us. And I have learned different things over the time of dispatching and doing compliance that I know how to manage my time better. But my husband really believed in me. He started the business. He paid for the training, and I did not have. We really didn't have the money. Like, listen, it was $325, and it was on sale. And I told him, I said, we don't really have this money to spend. Like, we really don't. I was not working. I did not get paid time off and all that good stuff. I didn't. We was on one income. He worked a part-time job, but as I always say, God will always provide for his children, and he has, and he continued to. And when I first started out, when I got my LLC back in June of 2020, and I was already starting everything prior to then. And when I got my LLC, got my business checking account and all those different things, I was already making 70 calls a day. And I remember when I was at this restaurant called Pizza Sauce in Maryland. And I saw these guys, and they came in and they was talking truck, and I told my husband, I said, I want to go over there and talk to him. And he said, okay. So we got up, and I got my flyers, and I went over there and talked to him. And my husband mouth dropped. He was like, wow, like, you really know trucking. Like, I started learning it so well. I would take webinars. I would be in any kind of class just to learn whatever I need to learn. And I would take notes, and I would study, and I studied the market. I would research for years ago. And I really wanted to learn as much as I could. Because when somebody believes in you, you take it to the next step and you start believing in yourself. So listen, I'm so thankful for him. I really am. I'm like speechless sometimes, because his support is always there. Even when things are challenging and things are rough, he still is there in my corner. I'm there in his corner. And in another video, I'm going to share with you something that is going to be really shocking, but I'm so thankful for him. I appreciate his love and his support throughout this journey, throughout my journey of learning how to dispatch and learning how to do compliance and learning personal credit, learning business credit. He started it, and I just took it off. I took off with it. And through all of those things, we're now able to, he has his own trucking company, and I'm able to come beside him and help him at a greater level, because I do know a lot about the trucking industry, and I know how to start and maintain a trucking business. So I'm able to do those things. But if we wouldn't have these things if my husband first did not believe in me. Stay tuned to your next video.